Hello everybody, it's Ben with the DIY Homefront, and it seems like once I start working on lawnmowers, it just never stops. So now I need to work on my seat, so let's get into it. This is my beat up mower, and the seat really doesn't look that bad, except it's not attached anymore. And I've been thinking on how to fix it, and the only thing I can think to do is to take some big old zip ties and zip tie the seat back to the back so that it actually stays on there. I'm not sure what your thought processes are on how to do stuff, but this is about as extensive as I get on some of these projects. It's old, it's broke, I can't make it worse, right? So let's just get to it. I think I'm going to try to put some zip ties here and here. So the drill bit I'm going to use is plenty long enough to go through the seat back, and is just a little bit wider than the zip ties I'm choosing to use. So even though I'm jimmy rigging this seat, I'm taking some time trying to make sure that the holes I put in are on the same spot on both sides of the seat. And the zip ties I chose to use were the largest ones that I have. I moved around to the back of the seat to put the second hole in, and was very careful not to get my fingers in the process. Here you can see the 4 holes that I drilled in the hard nylon back of the seat. And I've got the seat cushion in the seat, and I'm going to very carefully go through and drill these holes all the way through the cushion material of the seat. I only had to go back and re-drill one of the holes that went through the seat cushion to make sure that there was plenty of room for the zip tie. And it was quite easy to get the zip tie through the holes and through the seat. The hard part is trying to figure out how tight to get these zip ties, because I don't want to sit in the seat and then realize that the zip ties just rip through the seat cushion. Now that I've got the back of the seat pretty much secured with zip ties, I thought I would move on to the seat bottom. I want to make sure that it doesn't wiggle loose when I'm getting in and out of the seat. But I think I'm only going to put 1 zip tie here instead of 2. So I only need to drill 2 holes. Sorry, I saw a yellow fly, and they're terribly vicious, so I decided I better kill it before it bit me. Back to the video. And there's a metal plate that this seat assembly sits onto, but there should be enough room, I think, for me to get my zip tied without having to take the seat off of that metal plate. Well, I said it was a metal plate, but I guess what I should have said was the mounting hardware for the seat, where it folds up so that you can get to the battery. But at any rate, I've got enough room to get the zip tie taut. Well, I tightened up the zip ties, but I'm not sure if I like what they're doing to the foam seat cushion. So I went through the carport and dug through all of my odds and ends, and went through the washers specifically, and found a bunch of large washers that I think will do what I'm hoping it'll do: distribute the pressure onto the foam seat when I pull those zip ties taut. And that's what we're doing now. If I were to do this again, I probably would have drilled the holes farther apart so there was more foam padding in between the holes for the zip tie to grab a hold of. Sort of like the bottom of the seat is right here. There's a lot more room between those holes for the seat to sit. But those washers are going to hold it just fine. I have no doubt about that. And here's just a quick look at the final product. I've been using it for about 2 weeks now, and it works just fine. I don't feel the zip ties or the washers in my back, and the foam seat hasn't given any indication that it wants to tear or rip. Well, that's by no means a perfect fix, but that is a fix and a solution. Well, the seat was obsolete, and I'm not sure what you exactly do in this kind of situation where it needs to be replaced. But that should work for a while. Like, subscribe, check out those playlists, and I'll see you maybe in another lawnmower video.